In Justice League Dark, on a dark woodside road, Enchantress sits as her mind shrieks with hatred. They ripped her bright side, the sweet June moon, away from her, and now she won't stop until they all suffer for it. But elsewhere in the city, Zatanna sits in a trance-like state after having cast a protective ward on herself. But John Constantine uses Zatanna's own backwards magic to snap her out of the trance. But back at the hotel, John Constantine and Zatanna engage in a powerful ritual known as Mathuna. This form of magic is described as a union of bliss. Zatanna explains to John that when Enchantress Black Cloud was upon her, she shut her body down to protect herself. John tells Zatanna he's going after the one that caused all this, but before Zatanna could force John to take her, John pulls a Batman and disappears. But elsewhere, as Dead Man and June Moon sit, June is very concerned as she knows the Enchantress wants her back. She knows it's just a matter of time before the Enchantress swallows her. But as these two are sitting, suddenly a magical presence appears in the room with them. The magic appears in the form of a gateway urging Dead Man to step through. But June Moon runs away, believing the Enchantress has found her. Now this magical resonance is actually caused by Shade, the Changing Man, and his metaverse reality warping powers. Shade was seeking to recruit Dead Man at the behest of Madame Xanadu, but it would appear he failed. As Shade informs Madame Xanadu of the situation, Madame Xanadu pulls a new card, giving Shade a new target to go after. Now as Shade tells Madame Xanadu that's insane, elsewhere on a rooftop, June Moon is in a state of distress. She tells Dead Man she would rather die than go back to the Enchantress as June Moon jumps off the rooftop of the building. But Dead Man possesses her body and manages to swing off a pole and grab onto a building. She thanks Dead Man for saving her, but she wants Dead Man to promise to kill her if it looks like the Enchantress is going to get her hands on her. But Dead Man tells her he doesn't think he'll be able to do that. But back at Shade's house, as Shade is trying to deal with all the crazy shit that's being thrown at him, the Metaverse talks to him, telling him he shouldn't be alone, as the Vest conjures up his girlfriend, Kathy. Now, Kathy is a reoccurring illusion, but this time, when she manifests, she's horribly deformed and emaciated. Kathy attacks Shade while trying to seduce him at the same time. Shade knows deep down inside he does want Kathy, but not like this. As deformed Kathy shoves her tongue down Shade's throat, Shade finally summons up the power to cast her away and eliminate the illusion. As Shade hits the bar, stressed out, having several drinks, little does he know he's being observed by Constantine, as Constantine hears him muttering one word: mind warp. Now Shade teleports and then manifests himself in the apartment of Jay Young, aka Mind Warp. Because elsewhere at the Sydney Opera House, Mind Warp has left his body as he's in his astral form. He calls it his seizure soul as he goes after this gangster, but when the guy punches Mind Warp, his hand phases right through him. Mind Warp kills the guy and then proceeds to go after his woman. But as she points a gun at Mind Warp, he warns her that the bullets are just going to pass right through him. But before shit can go down, Mind Warp is confronted by Shade, who tells him he needs to talk to him. But elsewhere, as Dead Man and June Moon drive down a dark road sharing jokes, they hit a lady that happened to be standing in the middle of the road. But as June Moon and Dead Man go to check on the lady, they come to the realization that it's the Enchantress as she springs to life and goes after June Moon. To be continued.